This video is brought to you by Huel and Liquid IV. More on them in just a bit.
Citizens of the Narnia Reject Nation, we are back. It's the third final film?
For now.
For now, film.
Until Greta Gerwig takes us back through the wardrobe and skips the first book.
I want Margot
again.
Robbie in that new series, okay? I'm calling it now. Anyways, we're here to do the Chronicles of Narnia, the Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
You mean the Chronic?
Sure.
What?
Say that 10 times fast. Anyways, I am Andrew Flash Gordon, and this is Gianizio. We are together, the Anjan, or the John Drew.
Ooh.
I know Coy likes that name, right?
We need a cool, snappy...
Yeah, you guys let us know in the comments.
Who are we?
John, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I feel bad I stepped on your joke to make my joke a couple seconds ago. Yeah, the Lonely Island joke.
Oh.
While you were encouraging everyone to repeat the title 10 times fast. I'm good. It's been a long, weird, couple of weeks. It's a Saturday as we're shooting this, though, and this is like the first major order of the day so far, so it's cool. I'm glad to be here with you. I'm glad to, we're further into Narnia than I have familiarity with, so this will also be kind of fresh, and yeah, I don't know what to expect from this movie.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what people said about it, so...
I didn't even know until we started this series that I knew there was two of them, because I was actually... Fun fact, guys, and if you didn't already know, I used to work at Hollywood Video when that was a thing.
Oh, that's right.
Back in 2009 and 2010, the year they closed, I believe it was July 31st here in LA when they closed.
There.
Yeah, it was a good time when I worked there. But anyways, I remember seeing the Caspian film of the Chronicles of Narnia all the time on the for the rent. But this one, I believe, came out the year of when the store closed, but I didn't even know it existed.
Didn't get those new copies,
Yeah,
man.
didn't get those. Well, I think it was in theaters when the store closed, so that's probably why.
Fair. How are you feeling? Are you having a good day?
Yeah, so far so good. I woke up, got to sleep in a little bit, so no complaints there. I'm normally an early bird, so that was nice to do. Yeah, everything's good so far.
It's a lazy Saturday.
It's a lazy Saturday, but we're here with you, Reject
Wake
Nation.
up in the late afternoon.
We're excited.
Call Andrew just to see how he's doing. All right,
yeah, but no. I'm doing good. And also, I reacted to. I won't name the film yesterday with my Geek Chick brother Coy. We did an amazing film. John knows what I'm talking about.
I'm excited for people to see that.
Yes. Oh God, I love
I'm excited
that
to see that.
Yeah, it just put me in such a happy mood. Just thinking about it, actually. I want to see more of that director.
Sure.
Sure. I think you know some of the films I'm talking about. But anyways, if you are on YouTube, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Hit that like button, share this video. That way you let everyone know on all the fun that we are having here. Also hit that notification bell. That way you are notified whenever we drop videos such as these. Also special thanks to the fine folks over at Praper. They are doing an incredible job.
There you go.
Incredible job of editing down these highlights. That way they get onto YouTube. It's a task, so we appreciate all their hard work. They're the MVPs over here. We appreciate them. They have our hearts, always, forever. And full-length reaction where you sync up with your own copy. You get to watch the whole thing with Gianizio and myself. We are watching this on Max.
HBO
Max.
HBO
Guys,
Max.
we were talking about this earlier. The first two were on Disney Plus, but this one's on Max. So interesting. I had not seen that too often in a series. But yeah, and by the way, welcome to Fantasy Sunday. I did forget to mention that earlier, so we're excited to have you.
Fantastical day.
Have to
fantasize with
I know
us.
we're shooting this on a Saturday, as Johnson, but it's Fantasy Sunday here on release day. So welcome. But yeah, no, we're excited. And also, by the way, as I mentioned earlier, on our Patreon page, John and Greg, they also exclusively cover many other TV shows and other highlights on there. So go over there. It's a fun time. For some reason, you can't support us over there. We understand. It's tough times right now. We have great, incredible stuff over on our social media pages. Roxy and Greg are doing an incredible job over there. Go check it out. John, what did I forget? What did I miss? I feel like I'm missing...
You're good, man. I think we got, we can, anything we miss, we can tell people at the start of the review.
Okay, that's true. Anyways,
it's time to go back in the wardrobe, Andrew.
Let's go into the wardrobe, guys. The Chronicles of Narnia, the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Say that 10 times fast again. Commence.
Walden Media. Let's go. I know bumpers, Andrew. That's who I know.
You do. That was a nice, seamless transition. I like it. Great to go from a Dutch angle shot to a normal shot. I'm already appreciating the cinematography, John.
We do love a good, oh my. Always reminding us we're in wartime in the real world.
Yes. Are we back in London?
But I do like a good floating camera that starts at a very disorienting angle or something like that.
The Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
That is the title. We're going to get a naval battle.
I just like saying that.
Oh my. That old-timey propaganda art.
Are you sure?
Hey, Edmund.
Why, do I look older?
So he's our Steve Rogers of this film.
Alberta Scrubb.
It's a typographical error. It's supposed to be Albert A. Scrubb.
You're supposed to be helping me with the groceries.
So crazy.
Oh.
They've all grown up.
Better luck next time, eh, Squirt?
Oh, he does look so big and so small in those big clothes.
He barely had 2 years on me. I'm a king. I fought wars and I've led armies.
Not in this world.
Yeah.
Not with guns.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Is she into boys now?
I mean, she probably had like a prince consort when they grew all up and stuff.
Right. She already did grow up. What am I saying? Duh.
If only one could treat relatives like one treats insects, all my problems would be solved. I could simply put them in a jar or pin them to my wall.
I'm home.
That's not the kindest way to look at insects.
Notice
Is that a young Will Poulter?
Your incredulity suggests you saw the poster before I did. That's crazy. Is that really him?
Shall I start making soup? And tell Bert's on her way home. Uncle Harold.
This will now be the youngest Will Poulter I've seen on screen.
Well,
Father,
I think the only...
Ed was making faces at you.
Oh!
Why, you little...
Why, you little...
Edmund, look! It's from Susan.
I do wish you were here with us. It's been such an adventure. I was invited to
The British consul's tea party this week by a
Hey.
naval officer who happens to be very handsome.
Is he as handsome as Caspian?
No one is as handsome as Caspian.
Mother hopes you both won't mind another few months in Cambridge.
No.
Another few months? How will we survive?
You're lucky. At least you've got your own room. I'm stuck with mullet mouth.
Mullet mouth.
Have you seen this ship before?
Yes, it's very Narnian looking, isn't it?
Nah.
There once were two orphans who wasted their time believing in Narnian nursery rhymes.
Please let me hit him.
No.
Don't you ever knock.
It's my house. Do as I please. You're just guests.
Oh my.
What's so fascinating about that picture anyway? It's hideous.
You won't see it from the other side of the door.
Wonder what his arc is going to be if he's going to stay one note all film.
That's what happens when you read all those fanciful novels and fairy tales of yours.
There once was a boy called Eustace who read books full of facts that were useless.
People who read fairy tales are always the sort that become a hideous burden to people like me.
I haven't seen
I
him
like
lift
him
a
so
finger
far.
since we've been here.
Whoa, that's cool.
Water's coming out of it.
I have a right mind to tell your father it was you who stole Aunt Alberta's sweets. Liar!
This is awesome.
I found them under your bed. I licked every one of them.
I'm infected with you. And
What's going on here?
yeah.
Some kind of trick.
Not so,
Tell Mother.
not so sassy now, are you? That is a very cool effect.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the first movie was the wardrobe. The second movie was in the train station. And this one is in a painting. Like all the creative ways they go to Narnia.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're in Narnia. Cool.
Fun transition.
See, the only thing that'd be going on through my head right now is the Jaws theme.
Damn. Is this the titular treader of dawns? Hello there. Hey. God, I almost didn't recognize him for a second.
Well, with his hair being down like that, and it was hard for me to tell too.
You're in Narnia!
I don't want to go. I want to go back to England.
I know he's an annoying character, but I love him so far.
It is fun to see him. I mean, like, he's definitely got, like, timing and pizzazz. He's definitely got the sassiness down.
Oh, for
he's
sure.
He's a tart.
Yeah, for sure.
It's great to see you.
To see you.
Didn't you call for us?
No, not this time.
We called for you. Ah. Hey! Oh, what's your riffle snort or whatever?
Reepicheep!
Reepicheep. I'm gonna commit it.
That giant rat thing just tried to claw my face off!
I was merely trying to expel the water from your lungs, sir.
It's all... Did anyone just hear that?
The voice change?
I don't know what kind of prank this is, but I want to wake up
Wow.
right now!
Perhaps we could throw him back.
Some sort of
Damn.
sea-faring carnival. Just where in the blazes am I?
You're on the Dawn Treader, the finest ship in Narnia's navy.
There we go. Oh, yeah. A Minotaur.
Behold our castaways, Edmund the Just and Lucy the Valiant.
It sounds like Harry Gregson Williams came back to score.
I do like the thematic motifs of the scores for these. I don't remember them quite as distinctly as like a Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings off the top of my head, but I do feel like they have some level of distinction.
Understandable for you, but I think because I've heard them on Pandora 10,000 times, it's probably stuck now.
You're a big movie scoreophile, Andrew Gordon. Aslan.
Aslan.
Why did you say that name?
He's all of our fathers, so it makes sense, you know. Wow, beautiful.
Susan's bow and arrow.
Oh, that's so cool.
My healing cordial. And dagger.
And some ADR.
It's a sword. Looked after as promised.
It's the MacGuffin vault.
Hold it if you wish. No, it's yours. Peter gave it to you.
God, he has really come into his own, Ben Barnes.
Oh, the flashlight?
Hey, your torch.
Thanks.
Yep, still works. It's the best way to test it out on your eyes.
There's peace across all of Narnia in
Wow.
just 3 years.
And have you found yourself a queen in those 3 years?
Oh my. I wonder what her character journey is going to be about.
So where are we sailing to?
Before I took back the throne from my uncle, he tried to kill my father's closest friends and most loyal supporters, the 7 lords of Talmar. They fled to the Lone Islands. No one's heard from them since.
But did they take all the rum?
Well, what's east of the Lone Islands?
Uncharted waters, things you can barely imagine. Tales of sea serpents in the woods.
America's over there.
What do you think's past the Lone Islands reach?
I've been told the furthest east one can sail is to the end of the world, Aslan's country.
Do you really believe there's such a place?
Well, we have nothing, if not belief.
That's where they send the elves at the end of their life.
There is only one way of finding that out. I can only hope I will one day earn the right to see it.
Wait, is this the character I said was voiced by Ballin in the last film, or no?
I thought this was Eddie Izzard, but it doesn't sound... it sounds like a new voice to me.
Okay, so that was a different character then. So this is where you thought it was Eddie Izzard. Okay, you're right then.
Wow!
That's pretty cool.
That's lovely. We love a mermaid and a water, elemental... This looks like fun.
You've grown stronger, my friend.
Finally a real challenge.
And bigger and taller.
Back to work!
It's cool that Edmund is still kind of one of the leads, because, especially in the first movie, there's so much for him to overcome, and he's kind of frustrating, and now I love watching him.
Do you think if we keep sailing to the end of the world, we'll just tip off the edge?
Don't worry, Lou. We're a long way from there.
We're a long way from flat Earth theory.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, no thanks to you. It's like I have an iron constitution.
And your sea legs?
Never lost them.
Never lost them.
Mother says I have an acute disposition.
If I ever meet Will Poulter, I'm going to talk to him about this.
I don't think he has acute anything.
Hey, good wordplay.
I thought we saved your life.
You held me against my will.
Jump off the boat if you feel against your will.
He's quite the complainer, isn't he?
He's just warming up.
I want to know whose performance is based on.
The Lone Island.
Oh, here we go.
The ports of Narrowhaven.
Strange, not a Narnian flag in sight.
It's fallen to disorder.
Well, there's a reason they were pulled in there. I mean, they don't just come randomly. It's when someone or something is calling to them.
We'll use longboats. Junian, pick some men and come ashore. Aye, Tabros.
Man the longboats! Furl the sail and prepare to drop anchor!
Let's go.
The thrill of the unknown lies ahead.
Couldn't it have waited till the morning?
There is no honor in turning away from adventure, lad.
Listen.
Yeah, adventures aren't very convenient time-wise.
Come on, jelly legs.
I'm capable of doing it myself.
Oh, yes, sir.
And you're certain he's related by blood?
Yeah. How Caspian becomes a real bully in this.
We'll have to recheck on that. Woo.
Stay here with Drinian's men and secure the place. We'll head on. If we don't come back by dawn, send a party.
Ooh. He's coping. Oh, hello there. That's not good. There's frozen there.
Yeah, looks like nobody's in, so do you think we should head back?
Oh my god.
Do you want to come here and guard something?
Good idea, cousin. Very
Good idea.
Logical.
You little Spock, you.
I've got it.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Homie has grown up on screen. I didn't even realize that. Oh no. Where's cousin Balin Skeleton?
Why have they been crossed out?
They were on the naughty list.
It looks like some kind of fee.
Slave traders.
Slave traders? Oh! That is a rad crossbow they gave him with like the hawk on the front.
Damn, look at Lucy.
Oh. Nor.
Unless you want to hear this one squeal like a girl again, I'd say you should drop your weapon.
We're good. Let's keep fighting.
Now!
Let him go, Dan Auerbach.
Listen to me, you insolent fool! I am your king!
Oh, damn. The backhand.
We're gonna pay for that!
Actually, someone else is going to pay for all of you.
Recognize him from one of those posters.
It's hopeless. You'll never get out.
It's the Count of Monte Cristo now.
It's Richard Harris.
Richard Harris. Jim Broadbent.
Yeah.
Let's go. Whoa. It's Reepicheep as Rasputin.
Lord Byrne.
Perhaps once, but I'm no longer deserving of that title.
Interesting.
Is he one of the 7?
Homelander.
You remind me of a king I once loved well.
That man was my father.
Oh, my lord. Please forgive me.
No, please. Please.
It's okay, Alan Moore. I mean, there's a fair amount of CG and stuff, but like the production values are still pretty expansive. Owie! A lot of people getting smacked in this movie. Oof.
Where are they taking them?
Keep
Wow.
watching.
Wait for it. Whoa. There's a rhino up there.
I was about to say that, but I knew you would, so I allowed you.
Reference accomplished. Whoa, interesting. I would like to see a visual effects artist react to that in particular.
Where did they go?
No one knows.
They're in the Bermuda Triangle.
We lords made a pact to find the source of the mist and destroy it. They each set sail, but none came back.
Ooh, one for each sea.
One for all, for one.
If they don't sell you to the slave traders, you're likely to be fed to the mist.
Fed to the mist.
We have to find Lucy before it's too late.
I bid 60!
Whoa, Jesus.
120, 150.
I don't-
More bids!
The potential for some real depravity seems very close by, even though I know we're not going to go there in this movie. It's
For this
interesting.
fine specimen.
Whoa.
You think anyone's gonna want him?
That would be so sad. Nobody bids.
He's strong.
Yeah, he's strong, all right. Smells like the rear end of a minotaur.
Hey.
I won the school hygiene award 2 years running.
I'll take them off your hands.
Oh my.
I'll take them all off your hands.
Hey. That was pretty cool, actually. The way his like mouth didn't have to move.
Narnia!
Wowie. Whoa.
Nice. Go Edmund.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reep. I needed help.
Hey. This definitely feels like some Pirates-esque music. Wow!
Whoa!
That was some nice intensity.
Yeah, I could definitely hear a little bit of that Pirates, flavor, which would make sense. We're in that setting.
Yeah, it's your piratiest Narnia movie, probably. Whoa!
Come on, Eustace, you gotta grow up really quick.
Yeah. Don't worry, his hygiene award is gonna come in handy. Wow! Ben Barnes, man, like he did like nicely grow into the continuation of this role. Come on, boy.
Oh, you're a boat in a magical land. Can't you row yourself?
God. He's just here to quip. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no, oh my.
Is he gonna accidentally hit him?
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
I just felt like that was coming.
I hope that wasn't the British consul.
Everyone
Dude, he's got the best lines.
It's like a joke. If he's funny, I like him, but he's like in a...
I beg you, take me with you.
I want to come.
No, Gale, stay with your aunt.
No, you got Moxie, kid. Come with.
You must.
Thank you.
Daddy!
Have I ever not come back?
No.
Now be good.
Come on, Lucy. Take her under your wing. Teach her how to heal.
This was given to me by your father. I hid it safely in a cave all these years.
A cave of wonders.
There are 7 such swords, gifts from Aslan to protect Narnia.
How cool.
Your father entrusted them to us. Take it.
Take it to Swordsmith Village. Get it cleaned. It does look, yeah, like it's been in the sea for thousands of years.
You take the other sword? Oh.
Hey. The king of the sea.
Every person I've met in this strange place suffers from the most florid delusions,
Florid
chasing
delusions.
green mists and
Yeah, at some point you need to look within and say, not if everyone else is the problem.
diet. Or they're all just barking mad.
But I agree with you. Everyone else is the problem. You're the best.
It's going to be magnificent. Do they come in a smaller size?
Hey, we can chip you off a piece.
In England, we have mousetraps, that sort of thing.
Speaking of food, you don't know where I could get any, do you?
Why are you talking to that bird?
She assumed he could.
He's talking to birds.
What a dummy. Why would he think he could talk to an animal? Like, where does he think he
What
is?
an idiot. That's pretty funny, though. I'm like, come on, guys. Why wouldn't you talk to the bird? I'm with him on this one.
Are you aware stealing rations is a capital offense at sea? Up here.
Oh, he got to teach you something.
Hand over the orange and we'll let the matter pass.
Sounds like Simon Pegg now.
Allow me to clarify.
Look, quite enough of you.
Unhand the tail.
Could be Simon Pegg.
Aslan himself gave me this tail. No one touches the tail. Period.
That's right. He grew it back.
But please, I'm a pacifist.
Are you?
He's just not a pacifist with his mouth.
Yeah, that's
only with
He'll give you a
violence.
tongue lashing.
Trying to run away? We're on a boat, you know.
Oh.
That was for stealing, that was for lying, and that was for good measure.
Oh, he's gonna cut his suspenders and his pants are gonna fall down. Smart. Reepicheep's a good leader.
Yeah, I like
he's
how
tricking Eustace into learning how to wield the sword.
Yeah, I like how he's trying to like cope with him and make him feel like he belongs. This is the way to do it, John.
It's a dance. Okay. You and me, we're gonna take a fencing class and a dance class. Whoa, Nor. Just rise up on a little DeLorean.
Look.
A stowaway.
Looks like we have an extra crew member.
Orange.
Oh. Hey, all right. Get your
Welcome
vitamin
aboard,
C.
Your Majesty. Call me Lucy. Come on.
You're my ward now.
I guess the two have taken Susan and Peter's spot, or Eustace and the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
It looks uninhabited, but if the lords followed the mist east, they would have stopped here. Could be a trap.
It's a trap.
We'll spend the night on shore, scour the island in the morning. Oh, Your Majesty.
Sounds good. Right here in this little cul-de-sac. What is this called when there's like just a little...
It's called a water sack.
A water sack. Oh. Hollow Man.
Oh, he's got the one ring on.
That's right. What? Oh, you need to get a sleep study done, my dude.
So this one. This one reads. Let's take her.
Whoa. Whoa. Interesting effect. Ew. This movie has some potentially very upsetting elements that, again, are not like going there, but could easily get there.
There is no escape.
Will
God, that voice sounds so familiar.
What are you?
Scary.
We are terrifying invisible beasts.
If you could see us, you would be really intimidated.
We're very large.
They're probably like the nicest guys.
You'll do what we ask. She will. Very clear.
Very clear. Well put.
Or what?
Or death.
Death?
I do like this literary device.
You will enter the house of the oppressor.
Oh,
What house?
This one.
I'm gonna scare you. Wow. Fascinating.
Very good effects so far.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
My favorite, though, is the water coming out of the painting.
Well, go on. We haven't got all day.
Remember what happened to your friends? You've been warned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that device of like a chorus of characters who are always like
Why don't you do it yourself?
chattering to
We
and
can't
with each
read.
other.
Can't write either, as a matter of fact.
Why didn't you just say
Oh,
so?
you just gotta go to school.
Beware the oppressor.
He's very oppressive.
It does sound like an oppressor. I love their crazy shrubbery.
Ed, wake up. Wake up, look.
Get the money shots, John.
God, if you're filming during these hours, you got to make the most of it.
Lucy?
Not that I'm sure somebody
Everybody
shots
up.
on camera.
Get up, I said.
Gang.
You know he's going to have a big hero's moment at the end,
He's gonna
John.
come in and save them. I know.
And then he's going to complain about it.
He's gonna drive the ship right through this corridor here. Whoa, the Book of Incantations. Nice.
Look at Jonizio calling it out.
Spell the cure tooth? A forgetting spell? Ooh, a remembering spell.
How to read and write spell.
She does so much to bring wonder to this.
With these words, your tongue must sow for all around there to be snow.
That does reveal that which is unseen, or it can. As can like fog or smoke.
It's got the feel again of the first film, John.
Oh yeah, where's Mr. Tumnus's lamppost? That's a really cool shot. That's lovely. She does bring so much like joyous wonder to these proceedings. Ooh, the smoke.
The green mist.
The mist.
An
I
infallible
see what you
spell
did
to
there.
make you she, the beauty you've always wanted to be.
Oh no. You are beautiful, Lucy. Don't even. Mirror, mirror on the page. Whoa.
Oh, she look like Susan?
Make me she whom I'd agree.
Oh no, this is not good. Do not. Oh. Aslan's mad, man.
Lucy.
Aslan?
Are we gonna get Aslan made of pages? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Nah, you put that back though. Like if he speaks to you and like ruffles the book, like you put that back.
A spell to make the
Oh, no.
unseen seen.
Like the P in psychology, the H in psychiatry,
Hey.
invisible ink, and the truth in theology.
The truth in the C.S. Lewis, boy.
Stop right there or perish.
These must have been interesting to shoot.
This spell is
Or
complete.
are they about
Now all
to
is
become visible, those visible things?
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Whoa. Fun.
What sort of creatures are you?
Big ones, with the head of a tiger and the body of a
Different tiger.
Oh.
Eh.
You don't want to mess with us.
Or what?
Or I'll claw you to death.
Eh.
And I'll
Whoa.
lash you with my teeth.
And I'll bite you with my fangs.
Tickle us with your toes.
Omnipedal hobbits.
What have you done with my sister, you little pipsqueak?
No, calm down.
Where is she?
In the mansion.
What mansion?
The one that's about to appear.
Cool.
Cool.
Grimald Place.
Cool.
You know, I'm really getting tired of you all leaving me behind.
It's the pig. The pig's come back.
Now that's more like it.
Your Majesty.
This is Koryakin. It's his island.
Koryakin.
You have wronged us, magician.
I made you invisible for your own protection.
Like how they're how they're able to bounce.
Oppressor!
I have not oppressed you.
But you could have if you wanted to.
Oh, they only
If
have.
you wanted to. You got to be suspicious of people with power, you know?
What was that?
Lint. But don't tell them.
What were those things?
Duffel puds.
Duffel
You're
puds.
silly me.
It's okay, little dude. That sweater vest is all things.
Dude, I'm really loving the VFX in this film.
Here is the source of your troubles.
Ooh.
Dark Island, place where evil lurks.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It can take any form. It seeks to corrupt all goodness.
How do we stop it?
You must break its spell.
You must embrace your shadow self.
The 6 lords, they passed through here.
Indeed.
Where were they headed?
Where I sent them.
I like that the clouds interact with him.
To break the spell, you must follow the blue star to Ramandu's island.
Where are we with the rest of sci-fi right now?
There, the 7 swords must be laid at Aslan's table. Only then can their true magical power be released.
How many other like hologram tables have we got? Like this reminds me of a fantasy version of that.
Be strong. Don't fall to temptation. To defeat the darkness out there, you must defeat the darkness inside yourself.
All have a little darkness inside ourselves.
You all have
Gotta
a shadow.
fight it.
For reasons beyond my comprehension, we've taken the advice of a senile old coot who doesn't possess a razor and dawdles around in a dressing gown.
I mean,
Dude,
you gotta sculpt a goatee like that.
I was wondering when a storm would hit.
Yeah, you gotta get all the boat movie things, ship movie things.
The only consolation is everyone is finally as miserable as I am. Except for that show-off talking rat. He's one of those annoying glass is always half full types.
Don't worry, it'll break your heart when you see his spirit.
Needle in a haystack trying to find this Ramandu place.
Must have faith.
Sounds like good odds. Let's do it.
These are strange seas we're sailing, the likes of which I've never seen before.
Then perhaps, Captain, you would like to be the one to explain to Mr. Rince that we're abandoning the search for his family.
Oh boy.
Just a word of warning, the sea can
Potential
play
death of
nasty
this-
tricks on a crew's mind.
Yeah, I can see both their perspectives, but yeah, I get the most where he's coming from. Like, dude, there's no guarantee we're gonna find this place, and we're getting close to being out of rations for food and
We
everything.
might starve,
so,
we might get lost.
yeah,
like,
this is our last chance to turn back.
Transform my reflection. Cast it into perfection.
You think she's gonna turn into Susan?
Lashes, lips, and complexion. Is this of the book? Andrew, tell me.
Yeah, I read the book, so I know. Yeah, it happens in the book. I don't know. Didn't read it.
Oh boy.
What do you think,
no.
Susan or someone else? She looks like Tom. She looks like Tom Hanks. She looks like Jennifer Gardner.
It's an interesting way to include her in this. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Ooh, interesting effect.
Excuse me. Well, they hinted at it right away.
They like
Susan, right? That's Susan.
Yes. Okay. They did a morph.
I mean, they did it right away where they showed her like how interested she was in growing up even quicker.
Oh yeah, they've definitely kind of driven home this thread for her character.
Pretty beautiful, sister.
As always.
Hey,
Peter!
Can I get a photo? Oh, Mother's going to love this. All her children in one picture.
Lucy?
Where am I?
Oh my.
I mean, where's Lucy?
Who's Lucy?
Susan,
Strange.
what's wrong?
Oh sure. Okay.
I'm not sure about all this. I think I want to go back.
Go back where?
To Narnia.
There's Narnia.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Stop this!
The monkey's paw.
Is it the mist playing with her monitor?
Stolen magic. Oh.
Lucy,
Aslan?
Ooh.
what have you done, child?
I don't know.
But you chose it, Lucy.
Didn't mean to choose all of that. I just wanted to be beautiful like Susan.
You're already beautiful, Lucy.
You wished yourself away, and with it much more. Your brothers and sister wouldn't know Narnia without you, Lucy. You discovered it first, remember?
That's right.
You doubt your value. Don't run from who you are.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's a good message to all of us. We all bring value to the table.
Oh
Whoa,
my!
See that? Lion smoke?
Ah. This is a fun visual.
Yeah, it's almost like you can hear spirits in it.
Oh sure.
Father.
Oh no. Whispers of deceit. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, the Ice Queen.
Gang's all here.
I can't sleep.
Let me guess. Bad dreams. So either we're all going mad.
Well, something's aboard this ship.
Or something's playing with our minds.
An astute detective, Edmund.
Nice shot.
Been a lot of those in this film.
Well, once we get ashore, take your men and search for food and water. The three of us will look for clues.
Hang on, you mean the four of us?
What do you think could be down there?
Let's find out.
Dude, James Cameron's filming in here. Nice.
That's a great shot.
Always love a good reflection. As above, so below. In agony. Is there like a gold witch? Whoa. Midas pool. Don't touch it.
And then goes in there, turns to gold.
He must have fallen in.
Poor man.
Oh.
You mean poor Lord?
The crest of Lord Reston.
And his sword.
Oh no. Don't.
But the mist isn't turning to gold, John.
Yeah.
Your sword hasn't turned to gold.
Both the swords are magical.
Yeah, dry it off first. Oh no, okay.
He mustn't have known what hit him.
Maybe. Or maybe he was onto something.
Uh-oh.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't. Be not tempted, boy.
What are you staring at?
Whoever has access to this pool could be the most powerful person in the world.
Edmund, you know better than this.
Lucy, we'd be so rich.
You're already rich in love.
You can't take anything out of Narnia, Edmund.
Says who?
I do.
Oh.
That's the mist playing with his mind, do you think? Or do you think this is just how he really feels?
I'm tired of playing second fiddle.
Oh.
First it was Peter, now it's you.
I want first chair.
Why do you get Peter's sword? I deserve a kingdom of my own.
He offered it to you. You said no.
I deserve to rule.
If you think you're so brave, prove it!
I deserve to rule. Ugh.
Stop it! Look at yourselves. Can't you see what's happening? This place has tempted you.
Come on, guys.
Don't tempt me, Caspian!
This is exactly what Koryakin was talking about. Let's just get out of here.
Don't. You gotta, like, watch them leave.
What happens when you throw gold into gold water?
That's a good question. It cancels out.
Follow the imaginary blue star to the island of Ramandudu.
Yeah.
Make 7 steak knives at the table of the talking lion.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, he's...
Whoa! I think
I thought he was gonna do a Scrooge McDuck and dive in.
Yeah. I think one of those fake rocks like smushed a little bit.
I must be dead.
Let's hear the DuckTales theme now, John.
Ooh.
Everywhere. DuckTales.
It's interesting that some of the camera choices they're making for especially like this sequence. You know, these super low, like wide angle. Handheld. Whoa, nice.
He got greedy too.
You're definitely dead.
You're definitely dead. I don't know. I wouldn't count on it. It's the Mummy Returns.
I was gonna say that's what happened when Alex put it on his wrist.
Yeah. Whoa, the zooms.
Is that what this place is? It tempts you with stuff, or
yeah? I mean, that's pretty much the whole warning the last goatee Lord guy gave them. He basically said this. I mean, the Dark Shadow Island or whatever the most, but I get the sense this whole journey is
tempt
gonna.
you.
Oh,
It's volcanic, Your Majesty. Not much grows.
Well, and he also said that the ocean will play tricks on your minds, right?
Where's Eustace?
I believe he's out not helping us load the boats.
He's out not helping us on the boats.
Eustace!
Oh boy.
Eustace, more like useless.
There you go.
I'll go find him.
I'll come with you.
Hop on my back.
We need to mend this relationship.
Yeah, we need to go team build.
Eustace!
Treasure.
Yeah, I walked through the Valley of the Shadow of
Is
Gold.
that Smaug in there? I think I saw him.
Oh, the shoe.
Eustace.
Who directed this movie?
Michael Apted, I believe I saw, who directed one of the 4 James Bond films that Pierce Brosnan was in. The third one, The World Is Not Enough, in 1999. The world
Killing it with the facts.
not enough. I actually really enjoyed that movie.
He was just a boy. I never should have left him.
I mean, I know he's not dead, but don't feel too responsible.
What could have happened to him?
Do you think he changed attire? He probably is wearing like some of the gold attire he found or something. I don't know. Or
It's Lord Octesian. We should find his...
That's
Dude.
number 3.
Edmund.
3 of 7.
Killing the game. I mean, I guess you would feel responsible, but still. Oh, yeah, you. I wonder if she's going to get an actual plot line. Oh, no.
Is it the volcano?
They're blowing up Ila Sorna.
That's no volcano.
All hands on deck there!
It's a Balrog.
Can't believe they filmed this at the same time as the sequel to Jurassic World.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's a pterodactyl, John.
Looks like one. It's a dragon, though.
Yeah. I told you
Jizzle.
Smaug was in there.
It's Sean Connery from Dragonheart.
No, it's definitely Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh. Oh.
Do you think this dragon talks, John?
Must. It just needs to clear its throat. It has. Oh, he's breaking the mast. You're gonna need to fortify that.
That's right. Send the smallest thing you have on board to stop the biggest thing.
Sometimes, though.
No, I'm saying that's gonna actually probably gonna work. Element of surprise.
Hey, see? Totally. Absolutely, Reepicheep. You're on it. Reepicheep. Learned his name. Maybe I'll go back and reread these. I feel like they're not that hard to read. Oh.
Whoa! Oh, that's Eustace?
That must, I guess,
Because I
be.
just saw the thing on his elbow.
Thing I clocked it, and there was so much whiz bang happening that I didn't. Yeah,
He
But you're
turned
right.
into a dragon?
Yeah. Ooh, wow, cool, interesting. I am Eustace.
Wow.
It's effective.
You've got to be joking.
Oh wow.
You look more like a warlock.
Well, how's he gonna quip at us though?
You must have been tempted by the treasure.
Oh, do you think when
Get
that
it
thing
off.
comes off? I was just joking about the smog thing. I didn't know it was a dragon's treasure, but that makes sense.
I mean, there's a rich
History
vein
of like
through all of folklore with dragons and treasure.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you think now he's gonna turn back to Eustace?
Is there any way to change him back?
Not that I know of.
It's better this way.
Sorry about the hand, old boy. I can be a little overzealous at times.
The boats are ready, sire!
We can't leave him alone.
That was a great reveal of how, like, when you saw it on his elbow, I'm like, that's how I knew.
Yeah, it's a good visual detail.
Junior, you and the others take one boat back. The rest of us will stay here till morning and work out what to do.
But you've no provisions and no means of staying warm, Your Majesty.
You were saying?
I mean, to be fair, look right in front of you.
Interesting how far they came along about 3 years later, because that's where we saw Smaug in The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug.
Yeah.
I think that dragon looks a lot better.
Well, and I don't think they have that kind of
A budget,
money and resources for
No, I know.
this like, you know, it
I
makes sense.
get that too, but I'm just comparing dragon to dragon. But yes, I hear you. Aslan, or it could be
Hey.
Mufasa.
It's
Remember
both.
who you are.
Simba.
I miss my mummy.
Me too.
I miss mine too. Don't worry, I'll see her again.
How do you know?
We just have to have faith about these things. Aslan will help us.
But Aslan couldn't stop her from being taken.
We'll find her. I promise.
Oh, that's a little faith debate to have.
Aslan can't be everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
He's not Superman.
If you look down in the sand and see one set of paw prints, it was Aslan carrying you all along.
Oh, Eustace.
Oh, buddy.
This has been a humbling experience for him. I actually feel bad for him now.
All's not as lost as it seems. I'll stay up with you if you wish. Keep you company.
Aww.
I'll wager you didn't even believe in dragons this morning.
I mean, he might have. He's in Narnia, after all.
Extraordinary things only happen to extraordinary people. Maybe it's a sign that you've got an extraordinary destiny.
Eustace the Extraordinary.
Something greater than you could have imagined. I could tell you one or two of my adventures, if you like.
Story time.
Many years ago, I was with a band of pirates. I met another dragon, much fiercer than you.
Oh, no.
That was Smaug.
In the director's cut, he tells the whole story.
I want to release
an
the
extra
director's
hour
cut.
of the movie.
Release the apted cut.
Lucy! Lucy! Wake up! Look!
The Blue Star.
Everybody wake up! It's the Blue Star!
Huh?
Should have seen the foreshadowing. The ship is in the shape of a dragon for Eustace.
There you go. It was in front of our faces all. I thought he was going to turn into a boat.
Hey.
That's a nice shot. Hey. Aw.
No.
Oh. Haha, that's fun. Don't go.
Ursula's over there. Don't.
There are times when this looks like it was shot on film, and then there are times where it very much looks like it was shot on digital.
So how do we get to Romandu's Island now, then?
My guess is something doesn't want us to get there.
Do we trust him?
Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat that dragon!
Don't worry, Eustace. They'll have to deal with me first.
Yes.
If we don't find land by tonight, they may well eat them.
Whoa. Jeez. Good stunt.
Eustace, that's brilliant!
Hey, we pulling the ship? We pulling the ship.
No longer is he useless.
Yeah. This is turbocharged.
That's a cool shot.
Fun.
I need to get tired as hell, but that's cool.
We can't be sure the other lords even made it to Ramandu's Island.
Pretty soon we'll see for ourselves.
Wow.
Damn.
You got us there! What did I tell you, Eustace? Extraordinary!
Will Poulter really mocapped all that.
I can't believe it. Is the island playing minds with your tricks? Is there really food there, or is this like Neverland? You just imagine there to be food, and it will be there.
Whoa. Fun.
Lord Revillion.
Lord Revillion.
Lord Mavrimore.
And Lord Chris.
Lord Argos.
Zardoz.
He's breathing.
They're like Theoden.
Yeah, you mean when Saruman was possessing him?
Yeah.
Where's Grima?
They're under a spell.
It's the food!
Huh?
Oh, shit.
It's the stone knife. This is Aslan's table.
Oh. Is that another one?
Oh, hey, how handy.
That's 6.
Find the 7th seal. Whoa, cool.
Look!
Starlight, star bright. Ooh, good shadow work. Chiaroscuro, they call that.
Whoa.
Galadriel.
Ha.
Travelers of Narnia, welcome. Arise.
Rise.
Are you not hungry?
Who are you?
I'm Lily Andil, daughter of Ramandu.
Lily Andil is a very Tolkien-y name.
I am your guide.
You're a star.
Well, after this movie, I could be.
She gonna give Pinocchio his boyhood.
Hey.
You are most beautiful.
If it is a distraction for you, I can change form.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, what?
The food is for you. There is enough for all who are welcome at Aslan's table.
I don't trust this.
This isn't the real table.
What happened to them?
These poor men were half mad by the time they reached our shores.
They were threatening violence upon each other. Violence is forbidden at the table of Aslan, so they were sent to sleep. Will they ever wake when all is put right?
I still don't trust this. What are your feelings?
This feels suspicious for sure. This feels like a trick.
The magician Koryakan told you of Dark Island.
Yes.
Before long, the evil will be unstoppable.
Oh, okay, maybe it's not a trick.
Koryakan said to break its spell, we lay the 7 swords at Aslan's table.
He speaks the truth.
Where's the seventh? Where's the 7th one?
But we only found 6. Do you know where the 7th is?
Let me guess, at that island?
Yeah.
You will need great courage.
Courage. Anybody?
What did you find? My courage.
There you go.
I hope we meet again.
Goodbye.
Oh.
I thought you liked Susan.
Yeah, man.
That's just a blue star.
Yeah, it's just a primordial ball of light and energy momentarily assuming human form, all right?
So, what do you think is in there?
Our worst nightmares.
Freddy Krueger's in there? I didn't know Robert Englund was in this.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
When you grow up, you should be just like you.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
When I grow up, I want to be just like your mustache. I wish there was more to that storyline, but
I was thinking that what we've gotten so far I've enjoyed, but I would like it more fleshed out and more development for sure too, because I do like what we've gotten with that.
Oh?
You gave up your sword.
Brothers in arms. That's a nice moment for them.
Use this.
But it's...
Peter would want you to have it.
Aww.
Bro. It's a nice moment between them.
Here it is, my friends. Our battle awaits.
I do like this pairing and this relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
I will not accept surrender. A noble warrior does not run from fear.
Eustace, you're a dragon. Embrace it.
I am a mouse. You're a dragon. You've got skin like chainmail. You breathe fire. Come on, let's meet our destiny.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, it makes sense again for him to turn out at the end of the day he's still a child. So,
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that
he's got to come of age.
Every soul who stands before me has earned their place on the crew of the Dawn Treader. Together we have traveled far. Together we have faced adversity. Together we can do it again.
these are the type of inspiring speeches Greg gives us.
Our Narnian lives depend on it. Think of the lost souls we're here to save.
Yeah, think of Mama.
Think of Aslan. Think of Narnia.
For Narnia!
For Narnia! Pretty cool. Whoa, nice.
Okay, now this is for sure being directed by Frank Darabont, this portion of the film.
That's the one thing that needs to come back. Eustace is into entomology, so we got to get some bug knowledge coming in clutch. Ooh.
How do you fight against smoke and mist?
You got a big fan.
They didn't think of everything, John. Needed you.
Ooh. Nor.
I can't see a thing. This fog's too thick.
Oh. John Carpenter's The Fog. That's like the one 80s carp I haven't seen.
I have not seen that either.
You are a great disappointment to me.
His father.
Call yourself my son.
Ugh.
Daddy. Oh, hey.
Ice Queen?
Come with me.
I've got Turkish delights.
You're dead.
You can never kill me. I'll always be alive.
Ugh, this is creepy.
Edmund, are you all right?
Oh.
Yeah.
God, them shoulder plates are rad.
Who's there?
We do not fear you!
Not are you!
Flashlight coming back into play.
Keep away!
We will not leave.
You will not defeat me!
Oh.
Caspian, his sword!
Yeah, I was going to see.
You do not own me!
He looks a lot like Byrne or whatever the other guy's name was.
Let's get him on board.
They're going to grappling. Oh, well done, Eustace. I was going to say, they're going to, like, try and hook him?
Be calm, my lord.
Off me, King!
lord.
Whoa.
We are not here to hurt you. I am your king, Caspian.
I know that name.
My lord, you should not have come. There's no way out of here. Quickly, turn this ship about before it's too late.
It's too late.
Do not let it know your fears, or it will become them.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Edmund, what did you just think of?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. What did... No.
I mean, who are they going to call now? Uh-oh. Sea
snake?
serpent? He said earlier a sea serpent.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What is that? It's too late!
Oh, little one.
The boat! It's gone under the boat!
Oh.
That is a complete Jaws reference line. It's gone under the boat. It's gone under the boat. Damn, that is cool.
That's pretty cool.
Let's go, Eustace. Never give up. Never surrender. Whoa.
Ah!
Be brave, Eustace. Wow. John and I believe in you.
Nice miss with the water. Oh.
Ow.
Wow. Oh, that looked harsh. Glad you didn't snap his neck.
Yeah.
Oh, Shazbot. In the face.
In the face.
It's like when Godzilla does the whole, like, I'm just gonna atomic breath down your throat thing. Oh no, Eustace!
Turn this ship around!
Someone stop him!
Ooh. He's gone mad. You know what they say,
yeah.
John? We all go a little mad.
He's desperate.
Aslan, please help us.
The eagle! Oh no, it's a seagull.
The seagull?
The seagulls!
Imagine if in Lord of the Rings the seagulls were the ones who were like, no, we'll take you all the way to Mount Doom. It's fine.
Hey.
We don't have to stop off anywhere. Ooh. White sandy beaches. Yeah. Ramming speed. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking.
Look what you did, Edmund. You're ruining the boat.
Yeah. Why couldn't you think of a giant Turkish delight?
Now you must stay here until someone comes and gets you, okay?
Embolden her.
Hey! We ran the serpent. Smash him on the rocks.
Ramming speed. That's what I'm talking about.
Try and kill me, come on! Come on here!
What is that blinding light?
Oh boy. Maybe the sea snake is trying to look at the dragon on the front because it thinks it's real. Come on, loose.
Oh, in the eye.
Don't worry, you're gonna look even cooler with an eye patch.
It's gonna look like Snake Plissken or Captain Ron.
That's right.
Two iconic Kurt Russell characters. Aslan?
Cool.
You show true bravery, Eustace.
On the island of Purgatory, I will meet you. This literally is like Purgatory Island. Got a Hell Island over there. You got Aslan's table over in heaven. Whoa. Damn.
Cool. Whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh. Oh my.
Where's Belle?
Wowie.
Yeah.
Wowie. Oh my God.
That's Guillermo del Toro style right there. Ooh.
Damn.
All in your mind.
We can beat this.
It is but a trick of the mist. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
That's right, John. We need to get to the chopper.
Oh.
Take it to the table.
Take up your sword, boy. Good lighting off the blade there, too.
That ship is getting messed up.
Oh, my God, yeah. Yee.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Mommy.
Look, if you're not going to offer me Turkish delights, just get out of here.
What are you trying to prove, Edmund? That you're a man.
What are you trying to prove?
Trying to prove that I can carry this film without my brother and my sister. Almost looks like a lightsaber.
Just give in.
Oh, no. Yes, let's go. Oh, yeah. Come on. It is lightsaber lighting now. Whoa. Damn. Right in the roof of his mouth. Wowie.
Kind of reminded, I know this book came out way before, but it reminded me of when Harry did that to the basilisk in Chamber of Secrets.
100%. No, I mean, there's definitely some C.S. Lewis in Harry Potter for sure.
Also, the basilisk was made up of green.
Yeah.
But obviously, this book came out way before Chamber of Secrets.
The spell. It's lifting.
Let's go.
Does that mean all the souls are being freed?
Wow.
Yee.
The fleet. Wow, cool. That's a pretty cool sky beam. I'll give him the sky beam.
This is what started the sky beam. It was this movie.
C.S. Lewis invented the sky beam.
I knew it.
Helene? Oh, little one.
Oh,
Go to her.
Okay, yes.
We did it.
I knew we would.
Yeah, faith.
Hey! I'm down here, Lucy!
It was also Eustace.
I'm in the water, Lucy!
Eustace!
I'm a boy again!
Did you call him useless? I'm a boy.
I wonder what that's a reference to. Is it... I have to think about it.
It's a reference to the horse and his boy.
I think that's what it is.
Look!
Hey, taste the rainbow.
Aslan's country. You must be close.
Aslan's Country Club. Is it like lilies?
I was thinking that. Yeah.
So what was it like when Aslan changed you back?
Wow, beautiful.
No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't do it myself. Then he came towards me. It sort of hurt, but it was a good pain. You know, like when you pull a thorn from your foot.
Yes.
I'm so sorry for being such a sop.
No, we liked you as a sop.
My friends, we have arrived.
Wowie. Aslan's catching some gnarly waves.
No, that's the Bermuda Triangle.
Sure. Nice with the footprints. Hey, my man.
Welcome, children. You have done well.
Wowie.
And now your journey is at its end.
Aw.
Is this your country?
No, my country lies beyond.
Is my father in your country?
You can only find that out for yourself.
Interesting.
But you should know that if you continue, there is no return.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna go. His people need him.
Do not choose death. Not yet.
Wow, he is gonna go. Oh my gosh, that's surprising.
I think he's gonna peer, but I don't think he's gonna go.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way he leaves his people.
He just wants to touch the land that lies beyond, even from afar.
You're not going?
Can't imagine my father would be very proud that I gave up what he died for.
Sure.
I spent too long wanting what was taken from me and not what was given.
Oh, good one.
I was given a kingdom, people.
And a duty.
I promised to be a better king.
You already are.
Truth.
Children?
I think perhaps it's time we went home, actually, Lou.
Now you go.
But I thought you loved it here.
I do, but I love home and our family as well.
Oh,
I love it here every 3 to 4 years.
We'll come back for the next when Greta Gerwig hopefully puts us in the I don't know when we're coming back.
Your Eminence, ever since I can remember, I have dreamt of seeing your country.
Oh.
I've had many great adventures in this world, but nothing has dampened that yearning. With your permission, I would lay down my sword for the joy of seeing your country with my own eyes.
Oh, buddy.
My country was made for noble hearts such as yours.
My country, 'tis of thee.
Probably safer for him to just stay in Narnia, but
safer for the Narnians.
May I?
Well, I suppose. Just this.
No, buddy. He's a big. The scaling on him is.
Goodbye, Lucy.
Interesting. But this is a tender moment. I like to.
I guess Aslan's country is probably very peaceful.
Don't cry.
Oh.
I don't understand. Will I not see you again?
Dude.
It has been my honor to fight beside such a brave warrior and a great friend.
Oh, I love their relationship.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Little Poulter. I wonder how many books is Eustace in? This sounds familiar because I read some of them and I feel like I met Cousin Eustace at some point.
Don't forget to take Wilson with you.
I don't know if I read this book though. Yeah. Take the FedExes.
Great. That's awesome how the frame is panning up with him into the wave.
I really like this location. I know it's half effect, but like as location, this is really lovely.
This is our last time here, isn't it?
They did know, I guess, it's a film franchise, yeah.
Just like Peter and Susan.
Will you visit us in our world?
I can't.
I shall be watching you always.
And you can come to the zoo.
In your world, I have another name. You must learn to know me by it.
Oh.
That was the very reason you were brought to Narnia. That by knowing me here for a little, you may know me better there.
And accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
Will we meet again?
Yes, dear one. One day.
Hey. Who are we?
Parting of the Red Seas, John.
That's beautiful.
Hey.
There have been some Sims in this movie have been better than others, but these water Sims are great.
Will I come back?
Nice frame.
Narnia may yet have need of you.
Hey, spin off. Let's go. Let's go, Cousin Eustace. Hey, get that shot.
Gonna walk through the painting now, John.
Back through the painting. Yeah. Narnia is a much better alternative to the sunken place.
Back in the room. But are they going to be dry in the next shot is what I want to know.
I guess probably. Maybe they shot this bit backwards.
That is awesome, and I love it.
Or they did like a CG thing.
Great effect again.
Fun.
Probably my favorite effect in the entire film.
We spoke often of Narnia in the days that followed, and when my cousins left, after the war ended, I missed them.
Aww.
Buddy.
As I know all Narnians will miss them.
Go visit them.
And us, the audience, will miss them as well.
I know. Sad this series didn't continue. I'm assuming the box office, I'll look it up after we do a portion of our review, but I'm assuming the box office could not have done too well if they stopped the series here. Has to be the only logical explanation. Spock.
Oh. This is a lovely painting. I do like it.
Now I know what to get you in June.
Hey. Oh, so long, Don Treader.
The Voyage of John Treasure. Very cool. Wonder if there's a mid or a post. Guess we'll find out.
The Voyage of the John Blackthorne.
Hey.
Oh.
John Old, I heard my name.
Yeah.
But let's continue watching the end credits.
Michael Apted, Marcus and McFeely
Marcus
again.
and McFeely again.
It's in music by David Arnold. Hey.
Oh, it was David Arnold. Didn't he?
Bond movie soundtracks.
Yeah,
Look
did
at
Bond.
there. Are these based on maybe an illustration from either the original
I'm
books
assuming
or...
either way. I like these illustrations a lot. Looks like the lily water I think. Maybe, I don't know.
Reject Nation, it's a new year and we want to start strong, right? And for me, that means finding simple ways to stay on track, especially when it comes to eating well. And that's why I've been loving, this is my own order, not one sent to me, Huel, Huel, that's on screen, right? I trust them a lot. A few months ago, before partnering with them, I actually asked them to send me a few bottles. That way I could make sure I like it before I talk about it. And yeah, I ended up loving it. And now I am a regular customer. I think I've spent more than they've paid me. Right now, I'm down to my last bottle because Koi Jandro, you keep stealing my bottles. Anyway, here's why Huel's Black Edition Ready to Drink works for me. It's a complete meal in a bottle, packed with over 30 grams of protein and 27 essential vitamins and minerals. So you're not just filling up, you're fueling up. Perfect for busy mornings or when I don't feel like cooking or if I'm in a rush, which is my life. Just grab it, drink it, and you're good to go. And the taste, this is so important. Unlike a lot of other shakes, I know you've tried some. Huel actually tastes great. And my favorite is personally the chocolate. Koi, I can't believe you took my last one. The chocolate, it's smooth, rich, and low in sugar. I'm really particular about that too. So if you've been looking for a way to make eating healthier yet easier this year, Huel it is. It's Huel. It's affordable too, less than $5 a bottle. Here's what you can do. You can go to Huel.com and use code REJECTS for 15% off your first order, plus a free gift. That's Huel.com, code REJECTS. Supporting them does support the channel, but also supports your sexy bod. So start your year off strong with Huel. It's quick, it's nutritious, and it actually tastes great. You'll want it in your routine. Jandro. Friends, you ever finish a workout, feel amazing for a bit, and then suddenly hit that wall? Or maybe you're just dragging throughout the day no matter how much water you drink? That's where today's sponsor comes in. A sponsor whose product I buy on the reg, and that is Liquid IV. I'm always excited to partner up with a brand whose product I already use. What's great about Liquid IV is that their stuff isn't just about hydration, it's about feeling better all around. Physically, it helps replenish electrolytes faster than water alone, so that way you recover quicker. That's very important, even if you exercise just a few times a week. Mentally, it helps you stay sharp and focused instead of sluggish. And emotionally, feeling good starts with taking care of yourself, your temple, whatever you want to call this machinery that we use every day. And staying hydrated is a simple way to do that. Because I used to try the gallon of water a day thing, and sometimes you just can't hit that whole gallon and then film with a big bloated belly. Anyway, here's why it works. One stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone, thanks to their LIV HydroScience formula. It's got 3 times the electrolytes of sports drinks, packed with essential vitamins like B12, vitamin C, so it's not just hydration, it's energy and recovery in one. And the flavors, especially their sugar-free raspberry lemonade, is my favorite. It's refreshing, 0 sugar, and feels like a treat. Whenever I take Liquid IV after a workout, I feel like it has made a big difference, especially during busy days. So if you want to feel better and hydrate smarter, healthier, go to liquidiv.com and use code REJECTS to get 20% off your first order. Once again, that's liquidiv.com. Use code REJECTS to get 20% off your first order. Great way to support the channel is go check them out, but more importantly, it's supporting your health. Give it a try. I feel a difference, and I hope you will too.
Nice.
Anyways,
we did it.
Guys, we just watched the 3rd film in the series, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Dawn of the Voyage Treader. Did I say that correct?
The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Andrew.
Damn it.
The Dawn Treader is the ship, and it is going on a voyage.
Damn it.
Taking us on a voyage. We got K&B,
Anyways,
Makeup and Creatures.
if you are listening on Apple or Spotify, make sure you guys give us 5-star ratings. We would appreciate it, especially Jonald.
Yeah.
And also, if you want cool teas like these, rejectnationshop.com. Get yourself some cool merch. The She-Jecks got some great stuff here. And then Aaron Alexander, my roomie, he's got some great stuff as well. I think he's got some Agatha stuff. He's got the Chesties.
Scarbucks.
The Scarbucks. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. I'll start it off. I definitely enjoyed this film.
Skandar Keynes is the actor who plays Edmund. What a name, by the way.
That is a great name.
Never, ever clocked that.
I definitely enjoyed this film. Again, I don't know if it ever gets... not fair to compare, but, you know, we talked about at the beginning. I don't know if it ever gets to that level, like we said, especially coming of age, that Harry Potter... Not going to go to the Lord of the Rings. It's ridiculous to make that kind of comparison.
I feel like it would be most productive to compare this to the other two.
Yeah. I agree with that. But just in terms of the series, I still enjoyed this series. I definitely missed having Peter and Susan in here. I'm glad we at least got a couple scenes here and there, but I definitely missed having the 4 of them together. That was a crux of what I enjoyed the most in the other 2 films. The chemistry the issues that arise, because I'm actually a sibling in a family of four siblings, so I resonate with that. But also,
you're the Edmund.
I am the Edmund. But also too, not even just that. Even if I was an only child, I actually love those interactions, and I love the four of them together. Having said that, Will Poulter for me was a breath of fresh air. I love how he was the outcast in this. I love his sassiness, the sop. As the subtitle showed us, whatever, or Sod, whatever he was.
His lips didn't come together there.
Yeah, whatever the line was. But my point is, like, I loved all his line deliveries. He just, all these lines that he was hysterical. He was arrogant, but he stood out to me. For someone who was like at this age too, very impressive. But I do like the journey we go on with his character in terms of the arc and understanding, like, just the way he views everything and everyone and how they're the issue and they're the problem. And also this journey of becoming, I guess you would say, a hero in terms of how he became the dragon and then learned how to find his courage in that way. And I found that to be interesting because at the end of the day, for all his negativeness and his arrogance, he's still like... we mentioned it a couple times. He's still like a kid, you know what I mean? For all his perception of the world and everyone around it to be like how he is. So I did resonate and appreciate that, and I loved him in this. He's great, and again, just to be that young and to have like this kind of presence in a major motion picture, I thought is very impressive for Will Poulter. And I had no idea he was acting at this young as well, because I've never really gone to his IMDb to check out when he started. I just thought I figured We the Millers was probably the first one he was in. But and I thought again, Edmund and Lucy, they did a good job. I thought their storylines in terms of characters were interesting as well. With Lucy, it was she didn't perceive herself to be first of all, she wanted to grow up a lot faster than she already was, and also didn't perceive herself to be as beautiful as her sister or just in general. So it was an interesting, way to do it. And it makes sense. Like when you're coming of age, that is something, that a lot of people, deal with. So I could understand that storyline that we were going with her. And then in regards to Edmund, I guess with him, like, it kind of felt a little similar to me. I mean, if you disagree, totally, for sure. It kind of felt like with him, he didn't feel like... Well, he wanted to... I guess with him, he wanted to become a man now. He wanted to go off to war and also, like, take up the reins of being the king, if you will, and prove himself in that way. And kind of felt like him and Caspian, their character arcs were kind of clashing with each other and, like who's the king, who's the leader kind of thing. So... interesting in that perspective. I don't know if it like fully hit with me, but I mean, I see where they were going with it, and I guess it was fine. But like nothing like too deep or anything. But I don't know if these movies are trying to be that. But I still appreciated it. I love the locations. I know that was something we talked about in the second film. We really loved the locations in that film. I think one thing I definitely would have liked in this film, and I know the Green Mist is our villain, like playing the mind tricks. I did miss not having a villain in this, like an actual villain. And I know
I think they could have made that stronger so as to bridge that gap. Like I don't disagree.
Yeah, like because in the first film we had the Ice Queen played amazingly by Tilda Swinton. She was incredible. And then the second one was the uncle, Caspian's uncle. Right?
Yeah.
Uncle Scar in that, if you will. And then in this one, it's just the mist playing tricks with your mind, giving you temptation, which is fine. There's something to be said about that. But again, it just again, in sections, like visually, like there were some points where I was like, okay, I'm buying this. This feels like a threat. I feel the stakes here. But at the same point too, with nothing on screen in terms of like, to interact with, it's like I just would have liked an actual villain personally, but again,
a stronger, more defined antagonistic presence.
But
rather than like obstacles. I mean, you get the snake, But even that doesn't have
you mean the serpent in the water?
The sea serpent, yeah.
Yeah, and again, it didn't have, and again, the ending, and I'm not saying it has to have a major grandiose epic battle at the end like the first two or anything, but it was a cool scene at the end. I'm like, oh, this is the ending. Cool. Yeah. But those are my initial thoughts. How did you, first of all, how are you feeling from just how did this film make you feel? I would love to know that, first of all.
It made me feel, I mean, I've enjoyed being here with you and watching it most certainly, and it's been a pleasant way, again, to spend, a calmish, the first sort of calm Saturday afternoon day in, a minute. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this has done to my mood necessarily because, it's been a mixed experience of a movie to some degree, and part of it makes me curious about how, this plays out in the book and what they adapted here. And yeah, I mean, I echo a lot of the sentiments that you have just kind of brought up here. I feel like this is definitely kind of a mixed experience in that, like, it has flashes quite frequently of like these movies are kind of akin to one another. I think this on first glance is probably my least favorite of the three. I think the second one is like the most well-rounded in a sense and kind of feels like it's operating on a consistent level of, again, all ages epic fantasy. And the first one, certainly kind of dips in and out of that to some extent, but it still has this sort of permeating sense of mood. And there are certain, very striking appearances by certain actors and stuff like that. And, the way, that movie is building up sort of slowly, whereas this is more of your traditional sort of swashbuckling, again, seafarer, pirate type story, and yeah, like I liked all that. It's the same thing, and it's telling, I guess, that it's Marcus and McFeely. It's the same writing team, at least with whatever additions are added or subtracted each time. There's a certain quality in the writing that I have, to some extent, found in each of these movies where I'm like, that's a good idea. I wish there had been more exploration of it, or even in the physical elements of the movie. Like, some of the effects look really great. Some of the effects, like, I always admired the imagination, and for the most part I was always kind of on board with where they chose to place certain effects. This was the one, though, where there were times in which like certain stunts looked a little less just authentically within the movie reality, and there were times where I'm like, oh, I could tell that that's a guy, kind of swiping his fist at another guy,
right.
Or like, oh, this rock in frame has like smushed, gluing me into it's like made of styrofoam or something, or maybe a CG effect. Like, half the time the smoke effects, and again, this is an earlier moment in movie making, so like part of me goes, well, how is this for the time? And it looks, I'm sure, pretty good. Like, certainly this is not a low budget movie or anything like that. And like we were talking about earlier, they probably had a good amount. They clearly had a lot at their disposal. Perhaps even the most of the franchise. I'm not sure.
$145 million budget.
Okay, so that's top line. It might not quite be the amount of dollars you need to do a Lord of the Ring type thing, but yeah, I mean, they certainly had resources. I liked the imagination of it all, and I liked what they were showing us often, and the ways. And it's weird. It's like I appreciated their efforts to sell what was happening on screen, both the worlds, inflation. I don't know. To sell the world, they were doing these things, and you could kind of tell it's a different director sensibility, because yeah, you'll have these moments that are like quite handheld, and clearly this is like a wide angle lens, and we're like following someone's feet through, like Eustace's feet through this treasure, or like, oh, hey, we're starting a shot with everybody at the rail of the ship, and we got this extreme kind of look down the line of everybody, and then we're gonna pull out.
And the first frame was very first frame of the film was start at a Dutch angle shot and then turn 360 on the frame, so there were definitely some
That was cool. Different kind of thing, though. That is more like, okay, this is fantastical. This is like half a digital effect. We're doing a very fluid kind of composed thing, which also I think adds to the fantasy. And also they did a number of shots that were in that flavor as well. But they did, a lot of things that were like, oh, you're really there. Oh, this is like handheld and kind of gritty. And sometimes that really helped sell what was happening on screen. Sometimes it kind of showed my eye where the stuff that wasn't quite keeping the movie magic alive was in frame.
No, agreed. I don't know these books. I never read them. I read the Harry Potter books.
I don't think I've read this one. So
okay, well, I was going to ask whether you read the book or not. How did you feel personally about the absence of Peter and Susan in this? And I know they mentioned it at the end of the second film, which you pointed out during the intro. Fine. But how did you feel about... And again, I loved Eustace. He was great in this. I appreciate it. He was a breath of fresh air. But how did you feel about them really not being in the film at all? I mean, you had Peter in one scene and Susan in two scenes, basically.
Yeah.
Did that bother you in any way, or were you completely fine with it?
No, for the most part, I'm fine with that. Like, I liked watching them, certainly. I thought those performers did a nice job in the first two movies. Like, I'd be happy. Like, I was happy to see them show up here. And I thought some of especially the use of Susan as, seen through Lucy's eyes was an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all, actually, because like I'm fond of when they let you miss characters, and even the idea that in the previous movie they said, you guys have come of age, and the way this ends off too with Lucy and Edmund, the way these movies operate, it does maybe feel kind of abrupt, and I know there are like 7 odd books or something like that, and I don't know, they don't all have the Pevensie kids, I don't think, but like with the fact that we wrap this up and it's like, okay, you guys have now come of age and you can move on from this, and now you have to find what you've learned here in the real world, and you're growing up to the point where you cannot always recede into the fantasy realm. Like, I was fine with that, and yes, the thing is, I liked Cousin Eustace. I thought he brought a lot to it. I thought that at times he was in his own movie, but I was always enjoying watching him. I could see easily how a certain kind of viewer would find him very aggravating and very outside the movie.
But that was the point. He's supposed to be aggravating. He's supposed to be the outcast.
It's a tricky line to walk, and I think what will vary for you as a viewer is the fact that his lines for a good amount of time, I thought they did a nice job of the change in dialogue and the change in performance as a character like that grows, I thought was handled nicely. I think at the beginning of the movie, especially in the first act or so, he's often here to like cut to Eustace for some sassy quip or some fish out of water joke, and I like that. I thought that was charming, but I also could see how this wouldn't match to you as part of the general tone these movies tend to occupy. These 3 movies have occupied.
But that's why I meant it's a breath of fresh air, because you don't usually don't see that in the first 2 at least with someone who's just entering this world. But I thought it was funny, but then seeing the change in the character towards the end, I was like, okay, I bought this. It worked. But again, I thought Will Poulter, especially at that age, like his delivery, the way, like normally this kind of character, like, it does aggravate me, and I hate it, and I'm not actually enjoying it. I'm like, get this character off the screen. I don't want to watch him anymore. And like, I was actually I was laughing. Like, we were laughing. We were enjoying it. Like, obviously, we don't want it to be one note the whole time. We knew he was going to obviously have a character arc and shift and change and all that, of course. But still, like, when he was being sassy and arrogant and annoying, maybe it's just because of Will Poulter or because of, it's like, is this how we would act as an audience? Like someone who gets thrown into a fish out of water situation like that? I don't know, but I was just enjoying it. It was hysterical, I thought.
Yeah, I like having a new thread of flavor, of tonal flavor that brings. And I think that, again, you might not agree, and I can totally understand why somebody wouldn't agree with this, but I feel like it's somewhat appropriate the way he feels somewhat on a different plane from the rest of the movie for a while until he really is kind of integrate. Like, the further his character goes and the more he grows, the more he feels like a coalescent part of the movie. So it's like, while I could see someone being distracted by him in the first half of the movie, I feel like he starts to blend in. And to your earlier question, I liked having him a lot, and that definitely bridged some of the gap. I thought you were onto something pretty cool when you were like, oh, instead of Peter and Lucy, we are going to have, like, I actually think that's really smart. You have Edmund and Lucy.
And that other girl. The little girl.
Yeah, Gail. You have Edmund and Lucy now as basically assuming the roles and being at a point in life where they're more having the experiences, the coming of age things that happen when you are Susan and Peter's age.
Right.
So now to give them two younger sibling surrogates essentially to mentor, to clash with.
I agree.
That's really cool, actually.
That's a missed opportunity.
And I think that, yeah, with Eustace, it's fine. I think they passed up some opportunity. And again, I don't know what comes from the book. I think they passed up some opportunities to have Edmund and Lucy be the ones to like really help shape his journey. I liked him and Reepicheep. I was
just about to say I did love that, and from the very beginning, how he was annoying and aggravating every single person on that, including Reepicheep.
And Reepicheep was able to see the potential.
Yeah. No, again, he did, and also he was trying to make him comfortable in a situation he knew he was way out of his element. Like from the beginning,
could be small but mighty.
Yeah,
exactly.
Too, yeah, and even when he turned into the dragon and he was crying, like he was still there. I'll stay up with you all night. I'll comfort you. Like I love that. That was nice. It was sweet. It was like the compassion and. What a great character, and the relationship between them, the interactions, like it was great.
I like that we got that.
Yeah, and for sure.
And so I'm not mad that some of the, again, like big brother, big sister dynamic doesn't factor in as heavily there because we get something at least in return. Whereas with Gale, my issue with the way some of these are written, and I feel like as I recall the one viewing I've had so far of Prince Caspian, I was sitting there going like, oh, this seems like it's kicking off kind of quick, but I was also like pretty fast to be like, no, but I get it though. I get what the pace of this movie's doing. Whereas this kind of jumped in to a lot of things that felt like, or at least it jumped into the, transition into Narnia like almost immediately in a way that I liked. I was a little taken aback by the abruptness there. And then I feel like you have a similar phenomenon happening with Lucy's story where it's like they have a couple of these beats, and even Edmund's like, you meet him, he's trying to, make himself look older than he is so he can enlist and, go out there and, join the good fight and use his expertise and prove himself as a man.
I will say, how we were like, he's Steve Rogers trying to do that. The very next year, Marcus and McFeely wrote Captain America, the first Avengers. It's kind of funny that we were making that reference. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, like, I liked those details. And then with Edmund, you do have a thing where it's kind of, akin to the Peter Caspian, dynamic in the previous movie.
Very similar,
I thought, I like the actor who plays Edmund a lot, and I've liked him increasingly since the first movie. He's supposed to be a bit of a stick in the mud and a bit of a frustrating character. I like what he's grown into. This movie, I don't begrudge them what they gave him to work with as it pertains to Caspian, and there are a lot of moments early on where he is just sort of secure in their dynamic. I think it's a bit of... I feel like they could have maybe chosen something a bit more interesting for Edmund.
I agree. That's where I told you. I feel like the clash between them was kind of similar, and it was kind of similar to the beat too, like you just mentioned in the second movie. I was like...
And I thought we've done... it's weird. In the second movie, because of how he is in that movie, I was like, I thought we were past some of this with him.
Yeah,
I feel like they regressed his arc so he could have
You're talking about Caspian, right? Or are you talking about Edmund?
Edmund. Okay. I feel like in the previous movie, he wasn't there a whole lot because he was already like... Because he already learned...
He was like the highlight of the first... The film really shed a light in terms of on his character the most of the four. But yes, I agree.
It's weird. Yeah, the second movie, he's not in it as much...
More in the key moments.
But also, like, he left an impression in how, like, oh, damn, you really learned from the first movie. Like, when the witch shows up in the big ice arch, he's the guy to come in and smash it and be like, nuh-uh. And so, like, here, having him be tempted by the witch again is not something I'm opposed to. But I felt like they could have... Again, it's as I kept saying in the movie, there are these details they would throw into this one in particular where I'm like, this is sort of his whole thing with the witch. Like, she met him as a child and she was giving him candy and it's relatively innocuous, and you get how she's, using him and sort of glamoring him, but it's not like, I don't know, there's this weird thread that opens up in this movie where she's like, come to me, be my king, and like he's of age-ish enough now where you're sort of like this... you can't help as an adult but think that this takes on just like an interestingly odd, twisty layer. And not that we need to get super adult in a movie like this, but I feel like you could have used the sort of, I don't know, coercion and, she's coerced and abused him to some degree. So like, I feel like you could have used that as an interesting vein instead of me sitting here going like, I thought Edmund was past this though. And I get that the fog is supposed to play to your deepest fears and desires, but like it makes the growth from the last movie feel a little less tangible and a little bit more like, oh, we needed the mechanics. And then with Lucy, it's like, this is great. She's got like a little sister figure to look up to her who she can find her own power and beauty through. And I like that thing where she's like, don't wish you were like me, wish you were like you.
No, that was good.
And that
I did
whole
like that.
thread where she's like, I want to be beautiful. And she's looking at boys and stuff like that. And it's like, it's a good detail. It's a universal detail. It's not like the most original thing, but like the way it's articulated here, it sort of feels like they hit the character beat button a couple times and went, she's looking at boys, and she wants to be beautiful, and she wants to have that thing where, in fantasy, especially when you have a young character who's lived multitudes and they're not like of what we consider adult, consenting age, various things. It just adds this layer that's rich and interesting. And I feel like here they've barely scratched the surface of that. And it's like
they
you
didn't
have
go deep enough into that for sure.
Yeah, and you have, it's like these are always ensembles, but Lucy and Edmund, like to a degree, are your leads or are your, they should have at least a kind of special spotlight. And there were times where I'm like, damn, if this movie focused on their stories rather than just kind of checking in with them once in a while and like hitting the character beat button, it could have, like, there's just so much potential. It's like, I thought this was pretty all right in terms of what we got, and every idea was pretty good.
Yeah.
But there are just so many like potentials for this to feel rich and a little bit more interesting than you would expect, and to still play into the themes of faith and the fact that you've come of age and now you got to go out and find God in the world, basically.
I feel like that's again, we enjoyed all three of these movies. I feel like that's a running theme in all three, is like there's a lot of potential here. But just
100%.
Yeah. I want to try something different with you here before we get into trivia.
Let's try it.
Want you to guess the domestic box office for each film. So start with the first one, domestic, and then we'll do Rotten Tomatoes, and then I'll get into trivia. So first film, domestic box office.
How much did the first movie cost?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
What was the
first.
budget?
Here.
Domestic box office.
Hold on. Chronicles of Narnia budget. Let me see. 180 million. And the second one was 225.
God. Wow.
And third one 145.
So this was the least expensive one.
Yes, of the three.
Interesting. I will say it made domestically
first movie
$150 million.
291, 710, 957. Second movie.
I figured I would be lowballing that given the budget, and part of me was like, I wonder if because it's a piece of literature, it might have done well.
Remember, this is domestic.
Internationally.
This is not worldwide. We're saying right
no,
now.
that's what I'm saying. Is like, it's cool. It's good to know that they at least doubled. I guess that makes sense. You domestically double your budget, you make another one. The second movie, I will say that one performed less than the first, and it made 180 million.
141.
Okay.
Third movie, this one, domestic,
80 million.
104 million.
Okay, I was the closest maybe to that one. Interesting.
Yeah, so it made 104 million domestic, international 311, worldwide 415 on a $145 million budget. Remember, you got to double that for marketing.
Sure.
So what's 145 or 140 and 140 is what? 280.
280.
So about 290.
300 million.
So 300 million. So this movie profited maybe about 115 million.
Interesting.
And then remember, they got to take a portion from for the theater, so it didn't make 115, made less than that.
They can't have made a ton off this. It's so interesting. I feel like too, is this the shortest one?
It definitely is the shortest one.
Because that's another thing. I feel
it felt so quick.
I really like the pirate vibes. I really like that we're going Navy with this. I like this idea that like, the hidden islands and then the lands that lie beyond. We don't know anything about that stuff, and there's this fog that's moving things around. There are like so many fantastical and cool ideas and interesting places to go and interesting set pieces. And I do feel as though they could have utilized a little extra time to give the character beats some actual weight, so you feel like you're going, like, these should feel a little bit like books, and this one I think felt the most like a movie.
Yeah.
Which, like, it should be a bridge between those media, and it should be, you know, obviously we've seen good examples of both, but yeah, it's like it's weird. I don't know. I feel like I saw a cut down version of something that has all the potential to be as rich as you hope it would be, and as light as it is appropriate to be given who the target audience is. But
What do you think? Last one, and then we'll do trivia. What do you think it got on Rotten Tomatoes? First for the critics, and then we'll go audience. What's
This
your guess?
one?
This one. For here, I'll give you this. The first one from the critics got a 75.
Sure, that
second,
tracks.
The second one got a 66.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think this one got? Critics.
Interesting. 46.
John, what a guess, my man. 49.
49%. I can see that. I can see that.
Audience.
You know what I am fascinated by, and it's not a pure 50, but like any movie that gets like around or right on 50% on Rotten Tomatoes is like is fascinating to me, because I feel like that's where you start to get your truly divisive stuff.
Right.
And yeah, I feel like this is just on the lower side of that to me, where I'm like, yeah, this is in a lot of ways kind of a 50-50 experience, because I'm like, like the stuff that's good, like there's some really good stuff in here, and then the stuff that, I don't know, I feel like this could have, because it seems like they're so aware that they're ending it after this, that I feel like this could have felt more rounded, I guess, and more cathartic and more, you know, hard won, I suppose. I guess that's the thing, is like this, I really liked the sea serpent thing, and again, a lot of the lore and the journey, and we're finding the swords, and there's this pool that turns things to gold. It's the first couple, I feel like once they built up to their like big epic battles, you really did feel like you were doing something heavy.
Yeah.
And this one certainly like approached that, but the like heft of it has dissipated more quickly.
And
I
also,
guess.
too, I will say this. Obviously, I know that they're going to win in the end in the battle, but I still always felt the stakes in those first two films in those battles. Whereas this one, like, yeah, the serpent is scary that they're facing in the sea, and it's awesome. But like, I never ever once felt that threat level personally for me. And
I felt
like,
the spectacle more than the stakes.
There you go.
A lot of the time,
There
I
you
think
go.
is how I would
like,
describe this.
Yeah, like it looked cool,
Yeah.
but like I never felt threatened for them personally.
Yeah, that's a good way to.
Sorry. What do you? The last thing, and then I'll get to the trivia. What do you think the audience score gave this film? Rotten Tomatoes.
66.
58.
58. Okay.
All right, let's get into the trivia. The drawings of the characters during the end credits are the exact drawings that appeared in the book. This is a tribute to Pauline Baines, the series illustrator, who passed away on August 2nd, 2008 at 85.
And
Rest in peace.
she was credited. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They gave her a little memoriam credit.
Skandar Keynes' last film before he quit acting. Is that Edmund?
It's Edmund.
Oh.
I like him. Like, it's funny. I've increasingly liked his abilities as a performer in these movies. What does he do now, I wonder? Well,
let us know if you know.
Great name on you, and thank you for your service.
Yeah.
I liked your portrayal.
When Susan writes from America, a picture of the Pevensies rests on the table before her. This is a candid behind-the-scenes shot of the four actors from the previous film, The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian.
Interesting. Fun. Okay.
Michael Apted chose to remove Prince Caspian's Spanish accent as he didn't like it, and it didn't do the character service. I did notice that, but I didn't
That's
say.
right.
He did not have a Spanish accent.
That's funny. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
I mean, Ben Barnes, I thought again, good performance on him. I liked his performance, and he certainly, they did a nice, like, it's just happenstance and his hairstyling, but like in the previous movie, he does feel like more like a kid or a teen being thrust into this leadership position, and then coming back to this, it does feel like, oh yeah, he's definitely grown into this leadership position. So that's cool.
After the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian did not fare as well as expected at the box office, John. The Walt Disney Company decided for budgetary and logistical reasons not to co-produce and co-finance this or any of the following chapters of the Narnia series. Ironically, they would eventually own the film by acquiring 20th Century Fox in 2019.
Lol. That's funny.
Well, it's interesting because this was made by 20th Century Fox, which is now owned by Disney, yet this is on Max.
Yeah. I bet there's like a rice soup that this movie has.
Okay. Interesting.
A rice salad.
Yeah. It all came back to Disney in the end. Or I guess not in terms of, but I just
Disney,
mean,
Warner's, who would
yeah, same thing. They're all part of the same monopoly. When the main characters are all sitting looking at the stars and commenting that they have never seen those constellations before, Aslan's face appears in the stars. No, it is Mufasa.
It was Mufasa.
Yeah. What were you?
No, you pointed that out. You caught that during the movie. That was an Easter egg.
Oh, I thought that was kind of obvious.
That was visual storytelling, in fact.
In the book, the islands with the water that can transform anything into gold and the enchanted golden treasure upon which Eustace stumbles are two separate locations. The filmmakers deliberately merged the two islands into one destination for running time and budgetary concerns. Interestingly, the two magical sites are both tests of greed.
Yeah, I feel like that also could have been. I feel like that is a thread that got muddy and could have been very strong. Because you have, pride. You have certain deadly sins in here. You have pride, greed. Certainly, there's again in a family accessible environment. I don't know what the right word is for lust. That's like a little bit more toned down. But even that's kind of what Lucy is experiencing to some degree. I feel like there are a lot of those like little deadly sins lessons that emerge but are kind of garbled in how they truncate the story.
Greed will imprison us all, John.
That's true. Well, and gluttony.
Yes.
Put these dudes to sleep. They're fighting. Although I guess the blue fairy was on the up and up.
Michael Apted had been warned by Gore Verbinski and Peter Weir not to film on the open seas, as it's simply been too problematic and unpredictable. A giant gimbal was constructed instead, so the Don Treader set could rock as if at sea. I wonder if he got advice from Steven Spielberg, because that was a fun shoot for Jaws.
Oh, sure. Same kind of ship.
Yeah. Right. After the children have returned home, you can hear Eustace's mother saying his friend Jill Poole had come over. Jill Poole would later accompany Eustace to Narnia in the Silver Chair and the Last Battle.
Gotcha. Okay. Copy that.
Let's go to spoilers.
I wonder if they intended for Will Poulter to like take on the franchise.
I mean, that'd be my guess. In the books, Lilindil is the daughter of Ramandu, the resting star. After the sleeping lords awoke when the spell was broken, Caspian took Lilindil back to Narnia, where they married. Lilindil became his queen, and she gave birth to Caspian's son and heir, Prince Rilian. But a green serpent attacked and slew Lilindil. After her death, Lilindil went to Aslan's country and reunited with Caspian and Rilian following the end of Narnia.
Wowie. Does make me curious to go back and read these again.
This one's way too long. I'll just do one more. King Caspian, Ben Barnes, eventually marries Lilindil. Am I saying this right? Lilindi. Sorry, guys. Lilindi, the daughter
on the end, or at least there was in the movie.
Yeah,
it was very Tolkien.
Lilindi, the daughter of Ramandu, a star as revealed in the Chronicles of Narnia: The Silver Chair. In the 2007 movie Stardust, Barnes plays a young Dunstan Thorne, the father of Tristan Thorne, Charlie Cox, whose character is later revealed to be a king and who marries Yvain, Claire Danes, a star.
Fascinating.
It all is connected. And one
together.
is the Punisher's villain, the other one is Punisher's friend. It's like all connected.
That's right.
Anyways, guys, I guess this is I guess for now.
I'm annoyed. They brought that little girl along. Like, I thought Lucy was going to get to do something.
Yeah.
I thought Lucy was going to... Like, she's so integral to the wonder. And then they do that whole thing where she's beholding the library turning into snow. Like, it's beautiful. And like, I don't know.
Missed opportunities.
I wish...
But I still, you know what? I still enjoyed the series. It was
so
still
many
fun.
opportunities for little character threads. This could have been great.
Damn it, Marcus and Maffili. Anyways, guys, this is for now at least. I mean, we've heard that they're possibly, we've heard that they are possibly redoing the series or something.
Oh, they're
right?
doing it. It just got a release date. It's coming November 2026. Greta Gerwig. It's a movie, I guess.
Oh, it's a movie.
I thought it was a series on Netflix or something, but I guess it's a movie.
It's a movie. Okay, so I would assume, unless something happens, that John Itzio and myself most likely will be on that, but we shall see. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this or the whole series that we did. 3 out of the 7.
Yeah.
That we did of this. If you're still here, we appreciate it. You guys are awesome, the best. John, it's always a pleasure. My brother from another mother.
That portrait gag was truly great. Though.
Oh yeah. No, that was
simple,
that was probably,
little magic.
That was probably
practical
that was my
slash
favorite. How it was the water was coming out and hitting the actors. I thought that was great.
Oil paint and all that.
And then
yeah,
a young
good.
Will Poulter we got. I appreciate it.
There's some good stuff. There's some
there's
stuff to
definitely
appreciate.
some stuff we appreciate.
Some
for
stuff
sure.
to appreciate.
Yeah.
It's that thing where the good stuff just makes you wish, like, that the rest of the stuff was on its level.
Yeah. Anyways, what did you guys think? What is your favorite film in the series? What do you think of this one? Let us know some other films you would like John, myself, the rest of the team to react to. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. As always, stay safe, be well, be logical, prosper.
Find the swords. Don't let the fog
look for
give
the blue
you
star.
aqua dementia.
Look for the blue star.
Look for the blue star.
All right. Peace out, guys. Later.
Mikhail Linden. Oh, damn. If we took advantage of the travel show.
Dude, we were coming to visit.
And we really should give a heads up to like the patrons.
Well, yeah,
Like,
if you don't want to
there's
do
a bit
it.
of a story here that's happening in the shout out, so you might be confused to say, just watch them all.
Every month, especially lately with the shout outs, we've done a little bit of a different, it's been like slightly different in approach. And this month has been very linear. There's been very building.
Longer, but undoubtedly more enjoyable too.
More enjoyable.
Mikhail Linden. That's weird. Not to say that it wasn't enjoyable. It just, I guess it started to feel a little bit like trying to come up with comedy at a dead end.
Sure.
Like you're at it, like, oh my God, you're just kind of running out of shit to say with the same kind of jokes when you don't really get to talk to these guys.
Yeah. Whereas now it's more like, what's happening here and now? What happened in the previous shout out? What's happening in the world? What's happening in your profile picture? Like you look like somebody told you to look over here, and then they took the picture in a good way. It's very candid.
But he's Sweden.
Yeah.
And
you can take us to Switzerland.
To this day, I still go Sweden, Switzerland.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the difference is between what they look like.
Sure. And then you could teach us, though. We're pitching.
When I went to Zurich, was that Switzerland? I think so, right?
Yes, right?
I don't pay attention to where I go.
I think so.
I just go
Jamie,
on 9-hour flights.
pull up Zurich.
Hope for the best.
I mean, if you're flying 9 hours, it doesn't really matter where you are. It is in Switzerland. Yeah. So Mikhail,
But I just stayed there. That's all I said. Beautiful.
I mean, I guess it is that interesting thing of like, oh, cool, I'm here. I'm across the world. I'm seeing one place. I'm still across the world, but also what else lies beyond? And in Europe, you can get to all kinds of countries, like way quicker than you would expect. I'm always like, when people are like, I saw like 3 countries in a couple days, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, when Paul met up with Ryan, he was telling me like, I just got to take a train over because he's in London and Ryan was in Scotland.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just like like
Pop on over to Berlin, go to Paris.
I don't even like driving 10 minutes when it's 5 p.m. out here.
Yeah.
I'm like, that 10 minutes going to be a lot longer than 10, I'll tell you.
Sure enough.
It's going to be a pain in the ass. So,
oh my God.
That's why I love how screenings, this is what sucked about auditioning. When you're like an actor out here, they're like, come in 4 p.m.
Yeah. I'm going to
come in 5 p.m.
Come in 4 or 5 p.m., wait a while, be in the room for like 5 minutes.
It's probably the most stressful part because that's you're so much traffic you got to contend with.
Well, and to get to anywhere in like Hollywood or LA to get to there in the 4 to 5 o'clock realm, it means you have to account for the window of time where things are ramping up and actively changing. And then you get to 4 or 5 and it's like thick ass rush hour traffic. But yeah, you're in the variable time where it's like it's after morning where it's going to be open and it's right before it's going to get too thick. But like, yeah, anything can happen and that's stressful. Because then sometimes you get lucky and you're super early. Sometimes you get unlucky and you're not. Which, maybe Mikhail has to deal with that one going on Swedish auditions.
Where are you?
What's the Swedish film industry like?
What is this? Are you in a fast food restaurant?
It kind of looks like it. Are you in a kitchen
or in a hospital? It's one of the two.
I'm trying to.
Wow, in all of these years, 4 years, I've never pulled your photo up to look like this close at it. All this time,
I'm making eye contact with you.
I haven't even a clue what you actually sound like.
That would be, I want to know. Like, we've been pitching the idea of doing like a Conan O'Brien Must Go type show where we just visit patrons across the world and you show us the world. And like, we could hear your, I imagine you have like a lovely accent.
Yeah.
You know? Like a soft but lovely kind of.
Is that an EKG machine?
I can't tell if you're in the kitchen of like a McDonald's or if you're, in like some kind of medical facility. Like, I meant that bin behind you. I'm like, is that an open cardboard box or is that like a receptacle for hypodermic
plasma?
needles? This is a perfect profile pic for anything because it's the full range. You know, do you have like gainful, vastly important employee, or do you have gainful, still pretty important employee?
All right, I think there's 21 people to shout out. We got 3 more people to go, and we are at an
We're
hour
just getting
24 minutes here.
Okay.
All right,
This
probably
will
with 2 minutes of dead space.
It'll keep it all in one project for me, and it's good.